You are all well aware of the events that took place at the finish line of the Boston Marathon that killed 2 people and injured at least 23 others. Today, I will dig deeper into the details of this horrific event. I will investigate the initial response of government and law enforcement officials, rescue workers and medical personnel, and citizens. I will talk about the investigation and manhunt that took place shortly after the events. Also, I will show how the events have affected our nation as a whole. First of all, in the immediate aftermath of the bombings, rescue workers and medical personnel who were on hand to assist runners and bystanders rushed available aid to wounded victims. According to usnews.com, a medical tent set up to care for fatigued runners was converted into a makeshift trauma clinic. Also from usnews.com, law enforcement sources tell NBC News that small homemade bombs caused the explosions. In response to all the chaos, New York City and Washington, D.C. announced very increased security. Also, the FAA restricted flights around Boston's airspace and halted all flights in and out of Boston's Logan International Airport. And the attack was treated as an act of terrorism. According to CBSNews.com, several hours after the incident, in a White House briefing room, President Obama expressed his concerns. He is quoted as saying, "The American people will say a prayer for Boston tonight, and Michelle and I send our deepest thoughts and prayers to the families of the victims in the wake of this senseless loss. We don't yet have all the answers, but we do know that multiple people have been wounded, some gravely, in the explosions at the Boston Marathon." The president later continued, stating, "But make no mistake, we will get to the bottom of this, and we will find out who did this. We will find out why they did this, and any responsible individuals or groups will feel the full weight of justice." In regards to the investigation police put forth, in the days following the event, drastic measures were taken. From CBSNews.com, a timeline of events shows at 5:10 p.m. on the Thursday following the event, the FBI releases photos of the 2 suspects investigators believe are behind the bombings. A near 2-day-long manhunt was conducted to capture these suspects. One particular reaction from citizens that stick out is the tribute given at Fenway Park. An emotional pregame ceremony included a video montage of the events of the past week and an introduction of the first responders, including 2 who were off duty at the finish line but rushed in to help save lives. The crowd observed a moment of silence, and the pictures of those who were killed were shown on the big video boards in the outfield. Boston Red Sox player David Ortiz is quoted by USA Today saying, "This is our city, and no one's going to dictate our freedom. Stay strong, Boston." The president, law enforcement, medical personnel, along with you and everyone else in the nation, was shocked. They were scared for their country. Upon hearing of the events, many of you and others around the country wondered whether the events were acts of terrorism or if they were carried out by one of America's very own citizens. The fact that an American citizen putting on these gruesome acts was even a possibility disgusted many, if not all, of the American people. And that is all I have. Thank you.